Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. Some transport groups are questioning the proposed fare discount in PUVs. Manibela President Mar Valbuena said that the fare reduction was not brought up when he met with Malacanang officials about the PUV modernization program last week. He also noted that there was no clear plan on the fare cut. Piston President Modi Floranda, for his part, was also surprised by the program that is scheduled to take effect in April. The scheme aims to give fare discounts to commuters, with government shouldering the subsidies of participating operators and drivers.
Ang tanong, lahat ba mag-a-avail nito o bibigyan ba lahat ng PUJ o buses ng subsidy nito? Yun ang unang tanong. And kasi kung halimbawa may isang ruta, dalawa yung tumatakbo, yung 50% nabigyan ng subsidy, yung kalahati wala, di yung kalahati lugi. And paano malalaman nung pasahero kung yung sinasakyan niya may discount o wala?
Mahirap po so sa pinang-monitoring ay mahirap na ipatupad ng LTFRB yung sinasabi nila. Sa ngayon ko, ang ginagamit nila doon sa dating libreng sakay nila ay mayroong mga GPS at doon ay namomonitor nila kung nakakailang ikot yung public transport o yung traditional of jeepney. Plano natin ay makipaglinawan kaya sa DOTR dahil kahapon ay nagpatawag sila ng consultation o ng meeting at dumalo nga yung ibang mga federation. Kaya nagugulat nga tayo na bakit bigla na lamang lumabas na by April 1 ay implementation na nung sinasabi nilang pre-discount sa ating mga pasahero.
And the LTFRB clarified that the fare discount for public utility vehicles is just a proposal, at least for now. In an interview with One Balita Pilipinas, LTFRB Technical Division Chief Joel Bolano said that they are still ironing out the final guidelines of the scheme. Bolano explained that the fare discount will replace free rides at the EDSA bus carousel.
Isa ito sa mga scheme na inaaral ngayon ng DOTR at LTFRB na instead na ngayon libreng sakay natin nung last year sa service contracting ay magkaroon ng fare discount. So ito yung inaaral kasi may mga kailangan ng mechanism na ilalagay po doon kung sakaling ito ay maipatutupad doon sa mga circular na ilalabas ng LTFRB. Una, kung paano siya ipatutupad at kung hanggang kailan siya ipatutupad.
And Solicitor General Menardo Guevara does not see any need for a special court dedicated to drug-related cases. Instead, Guevara says that prosecution and other judicial processes in the country should be improved to speed up the resolution of cases involving illegal substances. The Solicitor General also noted that there are regional trial courts that already handle only drug-related cases.
Meron namang ganun talagang existing branches ng regional trial court na talagang nakafocus sa mga ganyang klaseng kaso, drug cases. Kaya I think hindi naman masyadong kailangan na. Kailangan lang talaga is more efficiency in the entire prosecutorial and judicial system.
We're going to pause for a quick break, but One News Now will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with us here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. PLDT is set to acquire Sky Cable's broadband business for 6.75 billion pesos. In a disclosure to the Philippine Stock Exchange, PLDT says that it wants to expand its network to address the rising demand for connectivity. The transaction covers the sale of all Sky Cable's 1.38 billion shares, which are currently owned by the Lopez Group. ABS-CBN is expected to net 4 billion pesos from this deal, which it says will help its shift to content creation. The deal is still subject to regulatory clearances. Sky Cable has yet to disclose its plans for its flagship news channel, ANC. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Philippines fell 10 spots to 54 in the Frontier Technology Index of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. The United States led all countries, followed by Sweden, Singapore, Switzerland, and the Netherlands. The index ranks the country's utilization of frontier technologies such as artificial intelligence and robotics. And the Department of Information and Communications is studying a possible extension of its SIM card registration program. At present, only 45.8 million of the 169 million target SIMs have been registered, almost 3 months since registration started. Under the law, the DICT can extend the SIM registration for another 120 days as needed. The Maritime Industry Authority stands by its earlier statement that the sunken MT Princess Empress did not have a Certificate of Public Convenience or CPC. This document of authorization is a requirement before a vessel can set sail. Marina says that it does not have a copy of the CPC that was supposedly submitted by the ship's owner to the Philippine Coast Guard. Authorities are now validating the document. Now, here's one question for you on this Friday. How would you like to live in your very own castle? Well, a dream Scottish castle could be yours, but it will cost you again and again. Alex Morgan tells us why in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
How do you fancy getting your hands on the keys to your very own castle? This is Myers Castle. It's nestled in the Kingdom of Fife. That's around 45 minutes from Edinburgh. And if you come in, you get a sense of the scale of this building. This here's the drawing room. The building overall dates back to 1530. It's on the market for £3.5 million. So for that, you get
10 ensuite bedrooms, 5 reception rooms,
your very own library, your own billiards room with a full-size billiards table,
45 acres of grounds complete with a tree allegedly planted by Mary Queen of Scots herself, and you'll also get a walled garden and your very own maze. And the castles market is more active than you might think. Around 10 Scottish castles are sold each year. Data given exclusively to Bloomberg shows the 4 most viewed properties on Savills website last year were all Scottish castles. Now, around 60% of those views came from the UK and Europe, but over 30% came from the US.
It's always surprised me that we get people looking for French chateaux and Scottish castles in the same search. With our climate, our culture being as opposite to France as it possibly could be, it seems amazing that it's the building that leads them rather than the location.
Now, with the red carpet and the paintings and all the luxury, it's probably easy to forget that castles were not built as residences. There are clues, though. These buildings were defensive fortifications designed to keep people out and not welcome them in. And there are practical considerations if you're a modern homeowner, not least those stairs I've just come down. They're tight, they're narrow, they're designed to be difficult to get up. And then, of course, there's the thought about the upkeep.
If we look at, for example, the super yacht industry, typically the upkeep of a super yacht is around 10% of the purchase price per year. Castles, similar percentages, around 10% of the purchase price per year, absolute minimum for upkeep.
But as industry insiders put it to me, these are often purchases fueled by a romanticism and not by rational calculations. They're confident this section of the market will continue to go from strength to strength, however expensive that fairy tale castle might be.
One News Now will be back with the latest stories at 6:30 p.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.